Once you learn how to think in frequencies, it's going to transform every area of your life in ways that you never even thought possible. So take a deep breath. This is going to be a quantum shift. This is a real quantum shift. It's just going to take us a few minutes. 99% of people do not make it to the end of a video, let alone a full quantum shift. So be the 1%, taking a deep breath in. Every time we take a deep breath, we're relaxing into our soul. Our soul has the ability to change into different versions of Earth. And then every time we take a deep breath, we sink in together and then you shift reality. Think of it that way. Now, relax your mind as much as possible. Think of your mind as a muscle. And if your muscle is like clenched together, just take a second to just relax the muscle. You don't have to do anything crazy like make your mind go blank or anything like that. Just relax the tension in your mind. As you do that, taking another deep breath in, and every thought you've had, the moment that you decided to relax your mind, that was a thought that turned on a frequency that made you feel expansive. And as we're talking right now, you're going to feel like your third eye is kind of like expanding, or there's like a ring around your head, or you're even probably being pulled up by a string by the top of your head, right? So if you're feeling any of those sensations, you're already shifting reality because you understand how your thoughts are intrinsically linked to frequencies. Deep breath. Now, I want you to think about somebody that you love or anything that you love. Pet, place, person, anime character, God. Think of something that you're really connected to that you authentically love. Notice how your energy just changed immediately, right? That is a frequency. A frequency is like the speed and like the density of vibration. Vibration is more similar to like a sound or like an ever-present like movement that's still. And then the frequency is like how that vibration over time starts to turn into different things, right? It starts to shape and change form. So your thought of thinking about somebody that you really, really love has a specific frequency because that frequency is coming from another vibration on the back end. So thinking about whoever it is that you love or what you love, really feeling that energy, that frequency, right? Feeling that frequency, that's the energy running through your body. I want you to imagine that you are going to talk to a computer. If you can't imagine, just know that reality is a computer and you're going to talk to it, right? You're going to tell it, take me to the vibration of this thought. And then you relax into it. So if you're thinking about your puppy, take me to the vibration of this thought. Then relax into it. You're going to feel tension in the body start to release. Maybe your mind is starting to expand. Maybe you're starting to see other images. Whatever's happening is a confirmation that you're going deeper into your unconscious mind. Perfect. Notice the difference. Vibration is the unconscious mind. Now you're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to talk to yourself again. Take me to the frequency. You're going to notice that you get pulled forward into another dimension, slightly different than the vibration. The vibration is really thick, kind of puts you in like a deep trance. The frequency is more so like you can see how this is going to turn into something else. You can kind of move it around. That's where the Lego pieces are, right? You might feel a little bit more awake. Now we're in your subconscious mind. Now I want you to say, take me to the energy. And then you're going to feel like you get brought more closer. Things are going to seem like they get a little bit more clearer, less dense. That's because now you're in your consciousness, all right? Taking another deep breath in, take me back to the vibration of this thought. Relax into it. You're going to feel yourself kind of like sink deeper into your unconscious mind. If you relax completely, that vibration of your unconscious mind is going to continue to expand. This is the unknown. Your unconscious mind is the unknown. That's where vibration kind of stems from. So a lot of people are afraid of the future because it's unknown. What you're really afraid of is your unconsciousness because you're not familiar with how it constructs vibration. So then now again, you're going to tell yourself, bring me to the energy of this thought. And now you're bringing yourself closer and closer and closer into the consciousness. The consciousness is what's holding the different frequencies together, right? It's kind of like stitching it together, and that's the final product of what you're looking at. This is what people are calling manifestation. Manifestation is just the energy, but then there's take a deep breath in again. Take me to the frequency of this thought. As you do that, you feel yourself going deeper into the subconscious mind where the frequency is. This is kind of like the cooking lab, okay? This is where all the ingredients get put together and they make your favorite dish, and you're like, whoa, this is delicious, right? This is the kitchen. The subconscious is the frequency, right? It's the kitchen that makes your dish, and then the server goes out into the consciousness, into the energy, and serves you the final result, which you end up eating and you fall in love with, right? But then there's the unconscious mind, which is like the vibration. It's the thought of, oh, we're going to make this particular dish in this particular restaurant on this particular day, and we need to order these particular ingredients. It's the one that organized everything by simply having the structure of the idea in its mind, okay? So when you hold a desire without wavering from that desire, you become more astrally organized because your team knows what to do. If your spirit guides are part of your team, if your multidimensional versions of you are part of your team, whoever is part of the staff has to have a clear direction to go. Otherwise, you have a bunch of people trying to figure out a generalized idea and it's chaos, okay? So think of yourself as a multidimensional being. The same thing happens with your body. If your body's not in harmony and it's not well organized because of your coherence, then your body's going to fall into different states that may seem like illness or pain or something else. So taking a deep breath in again. Notice with every deep breath, it's just to anchor the frequency. Like the breath work is just really putting you in this state of, okay, whew, I can feel this. And then you got to relax. Relax into every tension you have right now. Like, oh my God, I got to keep up. How do I remember all of this? Oh my God, I have tension in my back. Whatever it is that you have tension, relax into it as much as possible, as fast as possible. Now, notice how we went kind of sort of deep and high, then we come back low, then we kind of come out of it, then we go back into it. The reason why I'm kind of shifting you in and out constantly is so that you can see how fast you can actually go in it, right? So like sometimes you're in the middle of a car ride, you don't have time to stop and pull out your journal and manifest, or you don't have the time to like do a whole ritual or do a million mantras. You have to put your thought in the place and then allow the frequencies to do something on your behalf, right? So every thought is a frequency. Every frequency is chemistry. It's alchemy. That's what people call spiritual alchemy. When you learn to think this way, that's where you shift reality constantly around you. And it looks like you're jumping realities, right? Like quantum jumping or whatever. Quantum jumping is a cool term to kind of sort of get you really close to what's actually happening. But when you really understand, when you think this way all the time, this is something beyond quantum jumping or anything you can give it a full direct statement on, right? Like a definition on. This is what is called Antojai shamanism. Antojai shamanism is the baseline of all realities, and it shows you how to think, talk, and live in this perpetual state where you never have to come out of it. Sometimes you do because, you meet certain types of people or you have to go through some sort of karma. Taking a deep breath in. Now you have to take a second to like really acknowledge yourself in this process. You have to acknowledge that you are the alchemist of your reality, your shaman, your master psychic. You are the essence of the quantum field itself. And in some esoterica, it's called recognizing the God within, right? Like I am God in some way, shape, or form. Some people say I am the cosmos, I am the quantum field. Give yourself complete and total permission to step into that energy, no reservations. Like, give yourself permission. Now, anytime I give you dialogue, the dialogue is internal. Like, you have to talk to yourself, basically. So if I were in this by myself, I would be like, okay, I am one with the cosmos. And then I would relax into that. Let it take me wherever it wanted to take me. And if you're feeling a shift right now, as I'm shifting myself, this is what they talk about with like bioresonance and energetic fields. As I shift my energy, you're going to feel a reaction. I'm not energy healing you. I showed you how to start shifting yourself, right? And I'm just shifting myself. So just pay attention, watch. 3, 2, 1. I know I'm in love with the life of the universe, and it's in love with me. If you're falling into a more deeper, relaxed state, or you're starting to check out, or you're feeling inspired to write or dance or cough, or you suddenly just are in some state that is not fully describable, that's just the energy. Imagine if you're quantum shifting yourself like this all the time and you go to a grocery store, you make other people's lives actually better because they're unconsciously going to be reacting to your vibration, which then is going to motivate their subconscious to seek similar frequencies and then manifest that into their conscious reality through their energetic actions, okay? It's all a system, it's all a blueprint. Once you understand how to think this way, your emotions, your thought process, your intention have to be aligned, but it also has to be like a knowing. I'm not hoping that you understand what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. If you really want to know what you want to go through, you have to allow yourself to have that same level of experience. You have to want to know and then sink into the knowing, and then the knowing transmits itself through the video. Right now, you and I are in the same room right now. That's why you're having all these experiences, and you can feel me shifting my energy because time and space isn't real. The only way that can be done is if you know for sure that time and space is not real. Sure, time and space is applicable in certain ways, right? At some degree, if you're still not there, this is going to seem like a video to some people. This is going to seem like, oh yeah, you're catching up to something that was posted. But if you're actually understanding what I'm saying, we're in the same room right now. You and I are in the same room right now. That's why we're having that vibrational shift. Our thought is in the same vibration, which allows frequencies to manifest into energy work, which then forces us to be like, oh crap, we're having a transcendental moment. This is ascension. Like in some esoterica, it would say like I'm in two places at once right now, which makes total sense because atoms are in two places at once. Quarks phase in and out of reality. We're made of a ton, trillions of freaking atoms and quarks. So then you're kind of like, all right, well, I'm everywhere all at once. I have to honestly believe that and know that and find proof within myself about it. A lot of times people are like, I want to find proof of quantum jumping outside. A lot of the quantum jumping is you just being like, I asked for this one thing and boof, 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 boof. Things just start happening one after the other. And a lot of times it happens so fast that you won't even be able to share it with other people. So if this video definitely changed your life, give it a like, give it a comment. Tell me how you felt because I really want to know how you felt. Other people definitely benefit as well from your comments and your experiences in general. I love to answer your questions. If you have anything that you want to know about this process, I will try my best to respond or at least, make a video in some way, shape, or form to get back to you on that. And grab the Antojai Quantum Reiki Tarot. Yeah, thank you so much for supporting this project. This was a dream come true. It is the most accurate tarot in the world. It's going to blow your mind. I'm sending you all the love. Antojai, subscribe.